What's up, everybody? This is Antonio here to bring you another episode in the series of how many shares of a certain company do you need to own to make $1,000 a month, $100 a month, and even $100 every single week. So in these videos, I do go over the companies you guys do provide or request. So this is the list. So if there's a company I haven't covered in the past or you don't see it on the list, let me know in the comment section. I'll be happy to add it. We'll eventually get to it. But in this episode, we will be going over SLRC. We'll pull it up on Seeking Alpha, look at the current share price, look about the company profile, see kind of what they do, look at the chart performance, and then we'll pull up the dividend summary, look at the dividend information, and we'll pull up the calculator, crunch the numbers on how many shares or how much in total would you have to own of this stock to make $1,000 a month, $100 a month, and $100 a week. And then we'll wrap up the video with looking at the dividend yield, showing us when the current or when the best opportunity is to enter the stock with the best dividend yield, if it currently is now or was in the past. But let's go ahead and get started. So I'll jump over to Seeking Alpha now. All right, guys, so you'll see that it's SLRC, SLR Investment Corp. Currently trading about $14.89 a share. If we pull up the company profile, we can read a little bit about them. So SLR Investment Corp is a business development company specializing in secured debt, subordinated unsecured debt, minority equity, leveraged buyouts, acquisitions, recapitalization, general refinancing, growth capital, and strategic income-oriented control equity investments in leveraged middle market companies. The fund invests in aerospace and defense, air freight and logistics, asset management, automotive, banking, beverage, food and tobacco, building products, buildings and real estate, broadcasting and entertainment, cargo transport, commercial services and supplies. Quite a bit of investments there, guys, that they do invest, but they are in the financial sector here. Industry is asset management and custody banks. It's not showing anything for employees, but they were founded back in 2007. And then you can actually look at their website by going to slrinvestmentcorp.com. Let's go ahead and pull up the charts here. If we look at the year to date, you'll see that they are actually up by 5.45% in the green. On the 1 year, they are up by 12.86%. On the 5 year, they are down actually by 28.38%. So they were right around trading around $20-ish. Now they're trading around 14. On the 10 year here, they are actually down 33.91%. going all the way back to about 2013, and then since they've been publicly traded, or the farthest it goes on the chart here is 2010, which they are down 18.50%. Definitely not the best income or best return on capital appreciation for this company. You'll see here 52-week range here. On the 52-week low, it's actually $12.71, and then on the 52-week high is $16.09. They're currently trading closer to the 52-week high. EPS is 1.69. PE is an 8.95. Dividend rate is $1.64. The yield is a 10.86%, very large dividend yield, but the market cap is very, very small. It's 822.68 million market cap. If we pull up right here on the dividend scorecard, we can scroll down, look at the dividend summary. Again, they are in the financial sector. The dividend yield is very high, guys, 10.86%. Very concerning there to see if it is sustainable at those dividend yields. I typically like to aim for about a 2 to 3%. Feel like that's very reasonable. It's very maintainable. On the annual payout here is $1.64. So for every share you do own annually, you would get paid $1.64. Payout ratio is showing way above, so 101.86%, and then on the growth is not even a percent, it's 0.25% there. Very, very bad 5-year CAGR. My companies that I like to invest are double-digit 5-year CAGR, because in the long term it'll compound very, very nicely. So it's showing 1 year of growth on the dividend, but Seeking Alpha has been known to have this information incorrectly. They do pay out monthly on the frequency, and they pay out 14 cents every month there. So let's go ahead and pull up the calculator so we can crunch these numbers. All right, so I have the calculator pulled up. Let's go ahead and do the first one, which is how much of this company would you have to have invested to make $1,000 a month? You know, $1,000 a month would be very, very nice. So what we want to do is we want to make $1,000 a month. There's 12 months in a year, so total annually we need to make $12,000. If you take the $12,000 divided by the annual payout that they do pay out, which is $1.64, this would actually give you the total number of shares that you need to own to achieve this. So that is 7,317 shares of this company to roughly make about $1,000 a month. Then if you multiply the current share price, or the current number of shares times the current share price, this will actually give you the total amount of money you'd have to invest at the current share price right now. So roughly about $108,951, and you'd be roughly making about $1,000 every single month from this one, of course assuming they don't cut their dividend. So a quick way you can actually calculate this is take the $12,000 that you need to make annually divided by the dividend yield here, which is that 10%. And this will give you a quick rough estimate, which you'll see it's about $110,000 is what you'd have to invest, and you'd be roughly making that $1,000 a month. Let's go ahead and do the next one, which is $100 a week, $100 a month. This one's a little bit more achievable because you do require a lot less capital. You could actually take the previous answer divided by 10, but since we are here, we have the calculator. Let's go ahead and crunch those numbers for anybody that is interested. So $100 every single month, again, 12 months in a year. So annually, we do need to make that $1,200. divided by the annual payout, which is at $1.64. So in total, we do need to own about 731 shares of this. If we actually come up here, multiply that total number of shares times the current share price, we would have to have invested about $10,895, and we'd be roughly collecting about $100 every single month from this company. And of course, if they don't cut the dividend, because that dividend yield is very high, guys. But again, quick way to calculate this: take the $1,200 you need to make annually divided by the dividend yield, and this is a quick way to calculate this. So roughly about $11,000 is what you'd have to own. Let's go ahead and do the last one, guys, which is $100 every single week. This one's actually really cool. Imagine getting $100 every single week. That'd be pretty awesome there. But so we want to do $100 every week. There is 52 weeks in a year, so annually we need to make $5,200. Take that amount and take the $5,200 divided by the annual payout, which is at $1.64. This will give you a total number of shares, which is 3,170 shares. Multiply it times the current share price, which is $14.89, and you'd have to roughly have invested about $47,212 at the current share price, and you'd be roughly making $100 a week. Quick way to calculate this again: take the 5,200 divided by the dividend yield, which is at 10%, and you'll see that we roughly get about $47,882 invested, and you'd be roughly making those $100 a week, of course, if they do maintain that dividend yield. Let's go ahead and wrap up this video, guys, by going to the dividend yield. All right, guys, so we're at the dividend yield. You'll see that this is the dividend yield that'll be fluctuating. This is the past 5 years. It goes all the way to about 2018, or I guess October 2018, and you'll see that that it was around a 7%, 8%, and then back in the March 2020 crash that we did have, it spiked up all the way to above 20%, and then it's been coming down to about 9, 10%, 8% so far here. And then back in 2022, it was a 12, 13%, and it's actually been going down slightly. So very, very interesting. Let me know in the comment section if you guys are invested in this company. Definitely would love to know what other companies do you guys want me to cover. I'll be happy to add them. Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe with that notification. Help me reach that 20,000 subscriber mark, guys. Definitely would appreciate it if you guys wouldn't mind dropping a big thumbs up, and definitely goes a long way. I will talk to you guys later. Take care, stay safe out there. Bye, guys.